Now a Formula One institution and world champion, Kimi Raikkonen made his F1 debut at the 2001 Australian Grand Prix. Pitted against heavyweights such as Michael Schumacher, Mika Hakkinen, Jacques Villeneuve and Jean Alesi, the young rookie from Finland had just 23 race starts to his name in all categories of motorsport, with his inexperience causing much controversy. But he would prove the doubters wrong. Despite his lack of competitive track time, Raikkonen was both a domestic and international karting champion. And he'd been outstanding in Formula Renault UK, taking 7 wins from 10 starts, plus another 2 wins from 2 starts in the Euro Cup Series. He was the real deal, and a single test at Mugello was enough to convince some in F1 that Raikkonen was ready for the big time. Further tests in Jerez and Barcelona confirmed Sauber's confidence wasn't misplaced, and Kimi was offered a seat for the 2001 season beside Nick Heidfeld. But there was a problem. He had the pace, but not the experience, and was initially denied a super license that would allow him to race. When it was granted, FIA President Max Mosley condemned the decision, and Kimi's credentials for the top tier of motorsport were questioned by a number of drivers and team principals.
Of course it would be better to practice more, but it's a limit time and that's it.
There might have been a few naysayers, but the Finn had made one fan, the reigning world champion Michael Schumacher. In his maiden qualifying session, Raikkonen was just 3/10 off the pace of teammate Nick Heidfeld and would start his rookie race in 13th place on the grid, which was, incidentally, the same spot occupied by another Finnish driver on his F1 debut 10 years earlier. Starting the race in a midfield mash with Juan Pablo Montoya and Eddie Irvine in front, Jean Alesi alongside and Jos Verstappen staring at his exhaust, a cool and confident Kimi soon picked up places as mistakes and mechanical issues whittled away the leaders. And if there were still any who doubted his right to race amongst motorsport's elite, his performance on track silenced them. Just 6 months after he'd first sat in a Formula One car, Raikkonen finished the 2001 Australian Grand Prix in 7th place, an astonishing feat for such an inexperienced driver. But that wasn't the end of the story. Following a time penalty for BAR's Olivier Panis post-race, he was promoted to 6th. Earning the Finn his first championship point and a score on debut. A rare feat. He had proven his critics wrong and duly embarked on what would become a long and illustrious career in Formula One. Further points followed in his maiden season, including 2 4th-place finishes in Austria and Canada and 5th at Silverstone, a race won by his compatriot and admirer Mika Hakkinen. And it was the retiring 2-time champion Finn who would be a major influence on Raikkonen's next move. The Iceman joined McLaren in 2002 to replace Hakkinen. But despite the team being far more competitive than Sauber, they were struggling against the dominance of Schumacher and Ferrari. Raikkonen was on the podium for the first race of the season, but would fail to finish in 10 of the 17 Grand Prix. It was 2003 when the young Finn finally came of age.
Raikkonen wins then, Barrichello second. Kimi Raikkonen finishes second and maintains his World Championship lead. Raikkonen comes through across the line.
He finished a breathtaking season in 2nd place, a mere 2 points behind the great Schumacher. 2004 was another season beset with technical issues, which saw just one victory in Belgium. But the following year saw Raikkonen return to the front. 7 victories and 5 podiums saw him runner-up once again, this time to Renault's Fernando Alonso. 2006 was winless though, and after the Italian Grand Prix, it was announced that he would leave the Woking outfit, signing a 3-year deal to drive for Ferrari, with big shoes to fill, as the 7-time world champion Schumacher announced his retirement. The Finn got off to a flyer, winning in Melbourne.
Across the line he goes, Kimi Raikkonen wins!
Thanks guys, great job, great job.
But he didn't have it all his own way. McLaren's new lineup of 2-time world champion Alonso and a rookie from Stevenage named Lewis Hamilton pushed Raikkonen and teammate Felipe Massa all the way. And at the season finale in Brazil, Kimi trailed the young Briton by 7 points. But a gearbox problem dropped Hamilton out of contention, and Alonso just wasn't quick enough. So Massa allowed Raikkonen to pass, and the elusive maiden championship was his.
And he is the world champion.
By my calculations, we win the championship by 1 point.
It was the main thing to get past Hamilton, and it was a perfect teamwork from the team, and it paid off very well, so thanks for everybody.
2 times a nearly man, now he was world champion by the skin of his teeth. Raikkonen struggled in 2008, and Ferrari were uncompetitive the year after that. In 2010, he embarked on a 2-year hiatus from F1, during which he drove in the World Rally Championship before returning to the grid with Lotus.
It's the checkered flag coming out for Kimi Raikkonen.
And then going back to Ferrari for 5 successful seasons alongside Sebastian Vettel, taking his most recent victory at the 2018 United States Grand Prix.
They did it very well, well enough to win tonight. So yeah, it was a great and good battle. So I think that's what we all want as the drivers and also as the people here.
2019 saw the Iceman return to the team formerly known as Sauber, now Alfa Romeo Racing. The kid with no experience is now the veteran racer on the grid. A truly remarkable rise.